Hi, Nora. I just wanted to start off by saying that it has been an absolute pleasure to get to know your work and your unique voice through your poetry these last 7 weeks. I also want to say, just because I have this opportunity to say that your discussion posts, your comments that you in your review, your poetry reviews, your comments you write on your other students' discussion posts are just so generous and so present, and it's been a real pleasure to work with you for over the last 7 weeks. So thank you so much for showing up with your truth and authenticity and generosity in this class. Um, I also just want to say about your poems this week. Wow. Wow. I love what you did with the combination of Lauren and Missy's and Adrian Rich's lines here. I just think it's fantastic. It's such a great Franken poem. Um, and I think which lines struck me the deepest. I don't know. I feel like this stanza here, where you use the grave and awkward mask from Rich and paired it with these other two lines, were really they drove things home for me. And I also agree with your decision to leave this line on its own. I think that totally works. But in particular, my wow is coming from this second poem, this poem to from your future self, which is so gorgeous. And I think that you should truly submit this poem for publication. Um, I just, it feels like you have arrived, that this prompt worked for you. And I know in your notes you said that you've done this before. So it's very clear. And this poem feels so well crafted, so authentic, and so vulnerable, and also just really inspiring, just really deeply inspiring. So my recommendation is submit this. I know that Pima has student journals. You could even start there. That's my recommendation for this poem. Not a whole lot of edits this week. Um, was the division between the two separate time period Nora's clear? Absolutely. That was super clear to me, even on the first read. And did the division add or detract to the poetry? I think it added. I think this poem is as close to done as anything that you've submitted in this class so far. So exciting to go out on our last week of writing before our final portfolio next week on a high note. So thank you so much, Nora. It truly was a pleasure to get to know your work, and I wish you all the best.